the Supreme God, can forgive the punishment of sinful deeds. Till now, every saint or great man we have met told us that sinful deeds can only be cut off by suffering the punishment of karma. Who is that Lord? Who can forgive sinful deeds? Who can free us from the bondage of Kaal? What is his name? What is the method of worship to unravel all these mystical secrets? Must listen the nectar words of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, based on the holy scriptures of all religions.
But God gave one option. The option was, if someone wants to go with you willingly, then they can go with you. But I will not push them in the well. When this Jyoti Niranjan came to us, this Kshar Purush, this Chhar Purush came to us, all the souls that are in his universe, we got trapped here and are suffering. All these souls encircled him and gathered around him, just like when a hero comes or an actor comes. He told us that he has obtained big universes from Father in return of his penance for 70 eras. I will make heaven and great heaven there. I will make mountains of diamonds, emeralds and rubies. I will make rivers filled with milk. So, will you all come with me? Now, we liked him from before. We were in love with him. Even if he did not make anything, we were all attracted to him, so we all said we are ready to go with you. If God gives us the permission, then we can come with you. This Kshar Brahm came and requested God Kabir Ji, complete God Paramakshar Brahma. He returned to God and said with his hands joined that God, some souls are ready to go with me. Then God Kabir Ji said, ask them to agree in front of me, then I shall believe you and I will send them. Now God came, God Kabir Dev Ji came to us and Jyoti Niranjan came along too. God Kabir Dev Ji, Paramakshar Brahma, asked the souls who are willing to go with Jyoti Niranjan Kshar Purush to raise their hands as acceptance. Now, no one had the courage to show the audacity and everyone bowed their necks. Then God said that, Jyoti Niranjan, Kshar Purush, you were saying that few souls have agreed to go with you, but here no one is speaking, there is utter silence. Then one soul got up first, thinking that we might not get left back. Then he got up and said, Father. He raised his hand and said, Father, I want to go. Then we all thought that we may not get left behind. Even we too, every one of us raised our hands like this. How many trillions or countless who have come here? So many souls came here, we cannot even count. But God has the entire counting and all their details as well. But we cannot do it since we are souls. All the beings in these 21 universes have come from Satlok, be it an ant, be it an elephant, beggar or a king, in whichever animal of bird's life form one is bearing. Then God said, okay, Jyoti Niranjan, all those who are willing to go with you with all their heart, they are willing to go with you. I have noted all their numbers and I have them. You return to your world because these worlds were there earlier at the rear end of Satlok, at completely deserted place in Satlok. And we were living in that main Satlok. For instance, one is the outer village in Delhi region and another in Delhi state, a place where all the major places of happenings are at the center. We were living there. And these devils were at the outskirts. Suppose these 21 universes were like outer Delhi. This Niranjan went to his universes. This Ksharpurush. He is also called Jyoti Niranjan, and he is also called Devil or Satan. In the future, he will be called by many other names. In this story only. On the other hand, what did God do? The soul which had given its acceptance to go with this Ksharpurush at the first, God gave it a form of a young woman. But he did not give her reproduction organs, and all those souls who had given the willingness to go with him were converted in the form of a seed by his word power and were entered in the body of the Durga. For instance, in today's world, this process is very easy to understand. What do these doctors say? They tell us that in 1 gram of blood, there are approximately 0.8 million, 0.5 million of microorganisms of just one type and many other types, and when this blood is transfused to another, they multiply further. There are many microorganisms which can be transferred to another. So think of this process like this. This young girl that God made, he named her Prakriti Devi. She is also called Maya, Adi Maya. Call her Prakriti Devi or Adi Maya. She only was called Astangi later. Now call her Sri Durga. So God entered all the souls in Sri Durga's body. So God said, "Daughter, I have blessed you." God said, "Daughter, I have blessed you. And I have entered all these souls in your body. You can now go to Jyoti Niranjan, and how many creature he asks for, create them by your word power, by saying males and females. They will be created as required." And God asked his son Sahaj Das, who was amongst the 16 sons created first, he asked Sahaj Das to take his sister along and please leave your sister with Jyoti Niranjan, with Ksharpurush. He is also called Ksharpurush and Jyoti Niranjan. Later in Gita, the one who says, "I am Kaal," he is that Kaal. Leave her there and convey him, Ksharpurush, a message on my behalf that all the souls have been entered in her body and she has been blessed, given this power that she can bring out as many souls as you want. This girl, Prakriti Devi, will create in form of males and females. Sahaj Das, obeying the instructions from God as greatly honorable, took Sri Durga along with him to Jyoti Niranjan, that is, he went to the island of Ksharpurush in those 21 universes and said that this is the sister and God has entered all the souls in her body. Now, Sahaj Das told Ksharpurush that Father has sent this sister, Durga, and all the souls have been entered in this Sri Devi's body, and God Kabir Dev Ji has blessed her that she will create as many creatures as you want with her word power. After informing this to Ksharpurush, Sahaj Das left that girl there and came back. Now after Sahaj Das left, only Prakriti Devi and this Jyoti Niranjan, that is Ksharpurush, remained there. Now, since the girl was young, she looked very beautiful. Now, Jyoti Niranjan, this Ksharpurush's mind got corrupted. Finding the girl alone, he tried to misbehave with that girl, with Durga, with Sri Devi. So Prakriti Devi said repeatedly that, Jyoti Niranjan, don't do this. I am your sister. You are my brother. You were created by God Kabir Dev Ji, Satya Purush, through an egg, and post that even we were created by that same God. You are my elder brother and I'm your younger sister. She requested a lot that, please don't oppress me, but this Charpurush was so sexually aroused. He was so influenced by Rajogun that he neither listened to a single thing nor did he maintain any respect. And he tried to rape that girl, and he had kept his mouth open in a vulgar manner. Durga made a miniature form and took refuge in his stomach. Through his mouth, he would not have allowed her to go anywhere else. So to protect her dignity, her chastity, she took refuge in his stomach. From there, she called, "O God, please help me, save me, my father." God knew that this was bound to happen to us, because even after repeated warnings from Eternal Father, we failed to move away from Him. God Himself appeared there in form of His son Jogjit and removed that girl, Durga, from His stomach, took her out from His body, and said that, Jyoti Niranjan, listen to the order of Eternal Father. You have done this crime in this eternal world. You are the first one who has been unprincipled. Today you had a bad intention on this girl and you simply consumed her up in your stomach. And your deeds are like an indecent person. And hence, from today onwards, your name will be Kaal. You will be known as Kaal, and you will consume subtle bodies of 100,000 human beings, and you will give birth to 125,000, and you will give birth to 25% extra. And from today, you have been expelled from here by Eternal Father. Both of you, along with your 21 universes, get out of Satlok. The moment this was said, these 21 universes started moving from there, just like an aeroplane moves in speed. And he said to this Prakriti Devi, to Durga, the god's daughter, that you have dug your own grave. You are going with him willingly, and you have fallen in the eyes of Father, because God Himself was standing there in another form. Now you cannot stay here. 21 universes started moving from there, and from the outer boundary of Satlok, approximately 16 Shankh kos. Like, for instance, 1 Neel, 1 Padam, 1 Shankh, 10 Shankh. Likewise, 16 Shankh kos. 1 kilometer is approximately 3 kilometers. So assume that these 21 universes came 48 Shankh kilometers away. Jyoti Niranjan thought whatever was bound to happen to me has already happened. And now I am full-fledged authority. Here I am independent. Now I shall do everything as per my wish. He again started misbehaving with that Durga, Sri Devi. Durga again said that, Jyoti Niranjan, that is Ksharpurush, open your eyes. See, God has given me word power. With His power, how many creatures you want I will create for your world. You do not begin this process of creation through mating. But he did not listen. Durga requested again that, see, first you are my older brother and I'm your younger sister. Then I was removed out of your stomach, so I also became your daughter. At least maintain the respect of anyone. But at that time, Jyoti Niranjan, this Kshar Purush, did not pay heed to any of the request. At that time, God did not give any reproductive organs to this girl. Then this Kaal, this Jyoti Niranjan, acquired these powers due to penance he did. With his prowess, he created sexual organs in Durga's body, got married to her forcibly, and then these three sons were born. Brahma ji with Rajogun, Vishnu ji with Satogun, and Shiv ji with Tamogun. All three were born with one gun each. How are they attached with each quality? This Kaal has made a secret place on the topmost of a universe. No one goes to that secret place other than Durga and Kaal. So there he has made three different sections. So in that secret place, three sections are made. One section is Rajogun dominant, one section is Satogun dominant, and one section is Tamogun dominant. For instance, there are 3 rooms in a house. In one room, there are vulgar posters. In the other room, there are posters of sages and great men. Third, there are posters of warriors and martyrs. When a person enters in a room with vulgar posters, his nature will be the same. It is but natural. And when he enters the other room with posters of sages, then immediately his thoughts will become very polite and his notions will change. Similarly, when he enters the room with posters of warriors, martyrs, then automatically his morale and his nature will become like that. So in the same manner, these 3 sons, Rajgun Brahma was created. He kept Durga as his wife. He kept this Sri Devi as his wife. When they start living in the section dominant with Rajogun, at that time this Kshar Purush, Jyoti Niranjan, made his 5 faces and started living there. After their sexual intercourse, the son that is born has 5 heads. Until the time they were in the section dominant with Rajogun, their nature remained like that, because of which all those qualities entered Brahma ji, and they kept Brahma ji in coma right from childhood. They kept nurturing him. Like it is seen, someone was saying that a person's son was in coma for 10 years. Food was fed to him with the help of a pipe. Similarly, they keep them in a coma. Once they become young, they are brought back to consciousness. Now the second region, which is Satogun dominant, in that Kaal, this Kshar Purush takes the form of Vishnu and keeps his wife Durga in the form of Mahalakshmi. From their mating, the son that is born, he becomes Satogun dominant, and even he is kept in coma. Even Vishnu is kept in a coma. Upon attaining youth, even he is brought back to consciousness. Then they go in the third Tamogun dominant section, who? This Kshar Purush and Durga. Now he makes Sri Devi in the form of Parvati, and he himself manifests in the form of Shiva, exactly like the form of Shivaji. You see, he takes the form of Shiva. They both live in that Tamogun dominant section. The son that is born due to their union is automatically Tamogun dominant, and he is kept in coma until he grows up. He too is brought back to consciousness once he attains youth. Upon attaining youth, all 3 are brought together. When these three sons become old enough to handle work, what this devil says, when these sons become able to handle the creation, then this Kaal, Kshar Brahm, this Kshar Purush, said to his wife Durga that from now onwards, I will not come in front of anyone in my true form. This is my vow. And you go down in the 21 universes and handle the creation. Now Durga said, Jyoti Niranjan, I am under your control and I have dug my own grave. Now I will have to act as you please. Tell me one thing, I am a woman. How am I supposed to handle this huge universe all alone? If you will live with me, I will get help. Then he said, I will remain hidden with the help of my mystical powers. I will not appear before anyone, but I will keep helping you every second and you will just be for the name's sake. Whatever is to be done, I will do on my own. My deeds will be mystical. Having said this, he sent Durga to these three sons. Durga brought them back to consciousness and gathered all of them through at one place through an eternal voice. Then she said, all three of you do your individual task. Brahma will create, Vishnu will nurture and Shiva will destroy. Then they said, Mother, there is no place anywhere. There is water everywhere. Where will we be living? They were being kept in the ocean of milk. Then Durga asked all the three of them to sit in an aeroplane and showed them many things. She showed them the realms above. Then there are three regions being made. One is Shivpuri, one is Vishnupuri and one is Brahmapuri. It can be called Shivlok or Shivpuri, Brahmalok or Brahmapuri and Vishnulok or Vishnupuri. All three were sent to one region each. Each one of them got an individual region to themselves. Then it was told to all three of them to go and churn the cosmic ocean. Instructions are given to Durga by this Brahma, Ksharpurush, Kshar Brahm, and Durga in turn instructs these children to go and perform the churning of cosmic ocean. And Kaal had made arrangements. What Kaal did during first churning of cosmic sea, this Kaal hid the four Vedas in the cosmic sea through his breath. All the four Vedas came out well written due to churning of cosmic ocean. Like the form of milk is different when it is kept to curdle, and when this curd is blended, the form of butter is again different and it cannot be mixed with the buttermilk again. So in the same manner, all the four Vedas came out written placed on beautiful lotus flowers. Brahma picked all four of them. Now they brought the Vedas. So Durga made the ether announcement as Kaal had already informed that ask Brahma to read all the four Vedas and I through insight will give him some of its meaning. Prior to reading the Vedas, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiv used to ask Durga regarding their father, that who is their father. But Kaal had already informed Durga to not reveal his identity. He told her if she reveals his identity, then she will suffer. Now due to the fear of Kaal, Jyoti Niranjan, Ksharpurush, Durga kept everything a secret. She informed her sons that they do not have a father. I am your father and your mother, and I am the creator of this creation. So the children believed their mother. When Brahmaji read the Vedas, he found out that someone else is the creator of this universe. And he is Paramaksha Brahma. Brahma asked his mother as to how did they get those Vedas. Durga said that God has given these. These are God-given. Okay. Then Brahma asks that in Vedas it is mentioned that God is in form. He appears like a human in a bodily form And you are saying that we don't have a father. It is written in the Vedas that he has created everyone. He is the creator. He is the true supreme God. Now, Vedas cannot give false information because you said they are God-given. Now Durga got stuck. Now, pious souls, how much ever lies you say, truth always comes up. It is said,
कहते हैं चोर चुरावे तो उमड़ी गाड्डे पानी में, वह गाड्डे वह ऊपर आवे, में सच्चाई छनी नहीं.
Then Durga said, son, listen to me. He is formless and no one can see him. Why are you wasting your effort? He is formless. Now, Brahma said, mother, earlier I used to blindly trust everything you said. But now I have my doubts on what you are saying. Today your talks are sounding different. I will not agree to you. I want to attain God because this soul is feeling the absence of God right from the time it was separated from Him. And it is searching for Him ever since. We came here and where we must adopt the way to find Him, we cannot get that way here. Because in all four Vedas, the way that is mentioned can only lead to attainment of Brahma, this Kshar Purush. The way to attain that Paramakshar Brahma is left as an option here in Yajurveda chapter number 40. Verses 10 to 13, it is clarified that this Brahman knowledge giver of Vedas is saying to ask an enlightened saint about Supreme God. These Vedas also state the same thing. Gita Ji is the summary of Vedas. It is also said in Gita Ji chapter 4 verse 34 that this Kshar Purush enters the body of Sri Krishna and tells, he also tells that to know about the Supreme God, you will have to go and ask an enlightened saint and they will let you know about it. So the evidence that is written in Vedas, so Brahma thought that in Vedas the mantra Om is mentioned and I will chant this Om mantra. And how did he begin with forceful yoga? Now it is not mentioned in Vedas to undertake Hatha Yoga. For instance, these sages undertake penance. It is not mentioned anywhere. But where did they acquire the knowledge of doing penance? Where did Brahma learn this practice of doing penance? When Brahma Ji was created, he found himself seated on a lotus emerging from the navel of Sri Vishnu Ji. For a long period of time, he kept moving up and down, holding its stem, but he failed to find its origin. And at the end, and then he returned and sat on the lotus flower. Then this Kshar Purush, Jyoti Niranjan, made an ether announcement, do penance, perform penance. Now Brahma started doing penance, assuming that the ether announcement was made by God. When he did penance for 1,000 years, again an ether announcement was made that began creation. Now his battery was charged due to penance. So Brahma Ji thought that whatever is written in Veda is God's knowledge and whatever I heard is also God's voice. Now the knowledge which is given in Vedas is also given by God. God had given 5 Vedas to this Kshar Purush by feeding them into his consciousness. Now, like it was fed in someone's consciousness and God allocated a specific time for it to come out. They were supposed to come out, so all 5 of them came out, but when he read, he realized that Fifth Veda had a lot of information about the Eternal Father, True Almighty, Paramakshar Brahma. He destroyed it and gave 4 Vedas only. Now when Brahma Ji read all the 4 Vedas, he said that, Mother, it has Om Mantra mentioned in it and I will attain God. Then Durga asked him, if you did not find your father, where are you going? What will you do if you do not find your father? Because he has taken a vow, he will never appear in front of you. Brahmaji replied that if I do not attain God, I will not show you my face, because it is written in Vedas. Yajurveda chapter 40 verse 15 clearly states that Om Kartyu Samar Kilve Samar Krityum Samar. That is why this Om mantra belongs to Kshar Purush. It is up till Brahma, till Kshar Brahma. There is no information in Vedas regarding the way of worship to follow to attain Paramakshar Brahma, but a lot of his glory is written in them, so the readers of these Vedas have rightly taken the glory of true God, but the way of worship they follow belongs to Brahma. There is more information about Paramakshar Brahma, who is also called True Almighty, but the method, the way of worship to attain him is not there. The way of worship to only attain Brahma is available, and that is the Om Mantra. In Gita Ji chapter 17, verse 23, there is a provision of 3 gods and chanting of 3 mantras. Om Tat Sat Iti Nirdeshah Brahmane Trividah Smritah. And in Gita Ji's chapter 15, verse 1 to 4, 16 to 17, it is given in full details as to who is the trunk, who is the root, who are the branches, who are the boughs, who are the leaves of this inversely upside down hanging world tree. The sage who knows this is an enlightened one. And in chapter 15, verse 16 and 17 in Gita Ji, it is mentioned Kshar Purush, Akshar Purush, and Paramakshar Brahma and Uttam Purush to Anyaha, that true God is Paramakshar Brahma. Then Gita Ji chapter 8, verse 1, Arjun questioned, who is that Tat Brahma you mentioned about in Gita Ji chapter 7, verse 29. The knowledge giver of Gita has given the answer to this in chapter 8, verse 3, that he is that Supreme Almighty, creator of everyone. He nurtures everyone by entering in all the 3 worlds. It is clarified in chapter 15, verse 17, that he is complete God and he too does not have any information about him. That information can be obtained from an enlightened saint. The servant will give that information. God has sent me. With this purpose only, Brahmaji couldn't get this information. He chanted Om Mantra for 4 eras and performed penance. Then Durga created a girl with her word power and told her to wake up Brahmaji from his penance and tell him that Mother wants to see you. The process of creation is stalled in your absence. Now, after 4 eras had passed, Kshar Purush made an ether announcement to Durga that Durga start with the process of creation. Durga Prakriti Devi replied that your eldest son has gone to find you. I tried to stop him, yet he went. Then that Kshar Purush informed her through ether announcement that call him. I will never appear in front of him. Then that girl was sent there. The girl went there and called out that Brahma is not waking up. At that time, she connected with Durga through telepathy. She made a phone call to her with the help of consciousness that Mother, he is not waking up. Now what should I do? I have already called him many times. Durga asked her to touch his feet. The moment she touched his feet, Brahma opened his eyes. His meditation got interrupted. He saw a young girl standing in front of him. Brahmaji angrily asked her as to who she was. He said, I will curse you. You have come here to spoil my penance. Then the girl said that Mother has sent me and the process of creation is stalled in your absence. Mother is very worried. Please come along. Then Brahma asked, how can I come along? I failed to meet Father. I had vowed in front of Mother that if I fail to attain God, then I will never show my face to her, would never meet her and will never return. How can I return when I did not meet God? Then Brahma said, you do one thing, give a false witness for me. Then I will come with you. The girl thought that if Mother's work is not done, then she will get angry. And if I lie, and if he says that I lied on my own, then I will be in deep trouble and I will be guilty even more. Then she kept a condition that you will have to have sex with me and only then I will give your false witness. You do like this with me. Brahma thought that I did not attain God and I cannot return home like this. He accepted the girl's offer. The girl then created another girl with her word power and said it is always better to have 2 witnesses instead of 1. The first girl asked the second one that even you testify that Brahmaji did meet God and it happened in front of us. Second girl too kept the same condition with the motive that I should not be treated as a liar, and they saved themselves. That girl also kept the same condition for Brahmaji and Brahmaji accepted it. Now all 3 of them came to Mother, to Durga, Now Durga asked, Prakriti Devi asked, Brahma, did you see your father? Now, as pre-decided, Brahma replied, yes, I did see my father. Then Durga asked, how can I believe you? Because for Durga, it was final that he said that I will never appear in front of anyone and it is my final order. It is my final order. Now Durga had full faith that this is not possible. Then she said, do you have evidence? Give me evidence. Brahmaji said that both these girls are my witnesses. Now Durga questioned both the girls that, tell me if he really attained God in front of you, and both the girls lied and said that yes, God appeared in front of us, a human, because it is written in the Vedas, in Yajurved in chapter number 5 verse number 1 and in chapter 5 verse number 1. In verse number 8 it has been mentioned thrice about God. In Yajurved chapter 5 verse 1 it is mentioned twice that Agne Tanvasi Vishnave Tava Somasya Tanvasi. God is in form. That God, in order to nurture everyone, that eternal Father has a body. And in Rigved Mandal number 1, Sukh 13, verse 18, it has been clarified that Narvat Agne Manushyavat, that God is like human beings. So Brahmaji knew from Vedas that God looks like a human. On the other hand, he had explained them that you say that God appears like human. Now when everyone gave their witness to Durga, then Durga became confused that he told me that I will not appear in front of anyone and he appeared in front of these children. Now on the inside Durga felt hurt and she sat far away and said that you lie a lot. She made an internal connection, and those who have spiritual powers can talk like this. One can even talk with someone who is sitting in a different country. Durga said, you are a liar, you lie, and from now on you only handle your own work. You tell something else to me and yet something else to children. Then that Kaal, that Brahma, Shar Brahm, made an ether announcement saying, all these three are lying. I did not appear in front of anyone. Then she came becoming very strict. Just like an investigation officer who comes to know about the truth, first that policeman asks politely and then he will stand with a baton that, tell the truth. You lied to me, I have inquired from him and he is saying this. Then she said, God had made an ether announcement that you did not see God. Then Brahmaji started smiling that, mother, I had vowed and left that if I did not see my father, then I will never see you. I did not see the father. So just to come back, all three of us lied. Then Durga cursed all three of them. She cursed Brahmaji that no one in the world will worship you. Your descendants will be tricksters, frauds and liars just like you. They will have no knowledge about the truth, yet they will be treated as scholars. So who are Brahmaji's descendants? These saints and sages who had no knowledge about the Vedas and were on the position of great sages. Now I will show you, those who are listening for the first time, do not get scared. I will show you in full detail as to what kind of knowledge of Vedas these sages from Satyug had. They did not have any knowledge of the Vedas. Now, Brahmaji got tense that I am cursed, that no one will worship me. He became unconscious. Those gods gave him a great shock. Then Durga told Vishnu, son, you also go and find your father. Else later during the process of creation, you may begin meditating, jeopardizing the process of creation. Vishnu ji set out to find his father. He reached the world of Sheshnag. Now pious souls, every creature has set up his jurisdiction, his boundary. Bulls have made theirs, If another bull enters, then they will die fighting. Dogs have allocated their boundaries. Similarly, when Vishnuji entered Sheshnag's world, when Vishnuji entered there, Sheshnag thought, how is he entering in your jurisdiction so fearlessly? He doesn't fear anyone, that I am the king here. Now the moment Vishnuji came closer, that Sheshnag spread out all his 1000 heads and sprayed a fountain of poison from those 1000 heads. Just like it gets foggy, similarly all around Vishnu it became fog, like because of the poison, and on Vishnuji's entire body there was a paint. Black body had become black due to that poison. Now Vishnuji thought, what has the snake done? I did not say anything to him. Is this how he misbehaves with a guest? I did not even say anything to him, did not harm him. I was on a search mission and he has such a bad mindset. Now Vishnuji thought, I will kill this serpent, this worm. The moment Vishnuji took a step ahead to kill Sheshnag, this Brahma, Ksharpurush, their father, made an ether announcement. Vishnu, if you start killing each other, then how this creation will go on? You go back and I will never come in front of anyone. I will not meet anyone. No one can attain me, and go and tell the truth to your mother that you did not see me. If you lie, you too will have to same the same consequence as Brahma. And the way this Sheshnag has misbehaved with you, you will take its revenge, its tit for tat. In Dwapar Yuga, when you will go in the form of Sri Krishna, then you can take revenge. For now, you do not say anything to him. When Vishnuji heard the ether announcement, he believed it to be from God and returned to his own mother. Durga asked, son, did you see your father? Vishnuji replied, no, mother, I did not see him. Then she asked what had happened to him, to which he replied, I went to Sheshnag's world, he did this to me. And in the ether announcement, it was mentioned that do not kill him now. When you will go to Dwapar Yuga as Sri Krishna, then I will help you in getting revenge. Now Durga ji hugged Vishnuji and said, son, you will be given the department of nurturing and that you will be worshipped in the world. You are a truthful person. Now Durga went to her third son Shivji and said that your two brothers did not get to see God and they have tried enough. Now you also try and find your father. Then sometime later, when the process of creation begins and you start meditating, go now and find. Lord Shivaji, Shankar took sensible decision. He said, mother, when my two elder brothers could not find father, Brahma did penance for 4 eras. Vishnuji simply wandered here and there to find him. Then I will not even give it a try, but give me one blessing. Shivji said to Durga, Tamogun Shivji said, please give me a blessing, mother, that I should never die, that I become immortal. Now Durga said, Sri Devi said that, son, this is not possible here. The one who is born is bound to die. This is beyond my line of authority, but I can tell you a way which will increase your longevity. Lord Shivji said, mother, at least do this mercy. So Durga said that to increase your lifespan, there is a method. By doing pranayam, make your breath of a micro size, sit at one place, and by limiting the number of micro breath, your age will increase because age is dependent on breaths. So Lord Shiva accepted this, that as you command. You see that generally Lord Shiv is meditating and his age is also the longest of all. One Vishnu will die after 7 Brahmas die. One Shiva will die after 7 Vishnus die. Tamogun Shiv has such a long life. Now what is the age of Brahma ji? Brahma ji is 1 day. Rajogun Brahma's 1 day is equivalent to 1000 Chaturyugas, and the night is also of the same duration. How many years does one Chaturyuga of human comprise of? One Chaturyuga has 4.32 million years. In this manner, Brahmaji's 1 day comprises of 1000 Chaturyugas. Night is also of same duration. A month comprises of 30 days. 1 year comprises of 12 months. Brahmaji's age is 100 years. Satgun Vishnuji's age is 7 times more than him, and Tamogun Shivji's age is 7 times more than Vishnuji's. Such a long age it is. Then Durga ji wanted to get all these 3 sons married. That Kal Brahm Sharpurush made an ether announcement. Durga, send these 3 children for churning the cosmic ocean again, and there, to get them married, you make 3 other forms of yourself and come out in form of 3 girls. Now Sri Devi made 3 forms secretly and hid them in the cosmic ocean. On the other hand, she told all the 3 sons to go and churn the cosmic ocean. On the other side, this devil made all arrangements. When they went and churned the cosmic ocean for the second time, 3 girls came out. Now mother said that, remember, who comes out first? The one who comes out second, and then the one who comes out third. So all the 3 maid arranged them in an order and brought them to mother. Durga asked which one came out first. They replied, this one. She was named Savitri and told Brahma that she will be your wife. The second was told she will be called Lakshmi, and she was married to Vishnu ji. The third one was told your name will be Uma, and she will be married to Shivji. Now from here in this one universe, Kal's creation began. This Kshar Purusha's family started. From here demigods and demons were born, and pious souls, the churning of cosmic ocean. We hear about that 14 precious stones had come out. Lord Shiva had consumed the poison. These happened after a very long time. So earlier in this way, the churning of ocean had taken place. It is not mentioned in these Vedas and Puranas. It is mentioned in Sukshma Ved, the 5th Ved. So pious souls, this is that creation of universe, which is mentioned in the 5th Ved in Sukshma Ved. Now we did not know about the 5th Ved. Adi Shankaracharya has mentioned about that 5th Ved, about Sukshma Ved, in a book written by him, and he has mentioned about it in the book he wrote. We will show you later. Now God Kabir Dev Ji descended in the form of a human baby 600 years ago in 1398 AD. He appeared in the form of an infant on a lotus flower in a pond named Lehartara in suburbs of Varanasi, Kashi city, and he comes to deliver this 5th Veda through his mouth, and he was carried by a childless weaver couple.
आइए अब हम उन श्रद्धालुओं के अनुभव जानते हैं जो जगत गुरु तत्वदर्शी संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी से दीक्षा प्राप्त कर चुके हैं तथा उनके द्वारा बताए गए भक्ति मार्ग पर चल रहे हैं।
Hello sister.
Hello.
What
Rama
is your
Sharma.
name? Where have you come from?
Village Soni, District Shimla, Himachal Pradesh.
When did you take initiation from Saint Rampal ji?
16 June 2018.
Did you come to the shelter of Saint Rampal ji in 2018?
Yes.
But since 2014, Saint Rampal ji Maharaj is in prison. Then how did you take initiation from him?
I listened to his preachings and got impressed with his discourses. I also heard the experiences of others and the benefits they got from him. Then I took initiation.
Before taking initiation from Saint Rampal ji Maharaj, what devotional practices were you following?
I used to do the same devotion as everybody does. Mainly, I used to worship Lord Shiva. I used to fast and perform all rituals and worship. But I did not receive any benefits from that.
Were you also associated with some sage or saint?
No.
You took initiation from Saint Rampal ji Maharaj. How did you find about Saint Rampal ji Maharaj?
I came to know about Saint Rampal ji Maharaj through my aunt, father, sister. I had gone with my mother to her house in Satsang, and there I listened to the spiritual discourse. Then I thought I should also go to the Satsang, means when people told they got so and so benefits. I was undergoing treatment at PGI. They said you also take initiation. But I thought I cannot follow their rules. They told me to at least try it for a few days, and if you find some improvement, then take. After that, I took initiation on 17th June.
So what was the requirement that you had to take initiation from Saint Rampal ji Maharaj? Did you know that Saint Rampal ji Maharaj is in prison?
Yes.
Even after knowing this, you took initiation from Saint Rampal ji Maharaj?
Yes. I was too much troubled. I was suffering from many diseases continuously for over 3 years. I had 3rd stage breast cancer. I was suffering a lot, and none of my family members were supporting me.
So you had cancer problem?
Yes.
Where did you got your cancer examined?
Sir, I was undergoing treatment in IGMC.
Where is it?
Shimla, Snowdon.
Apart from this,
2 years ago, one of my breasts got operated, but even after operation, I did not get any relief. I got operated on January 9th. After 15 days, again more knots were formed. Earlier it was in one, then it started in another also.
what did the doctor say?
Doctor said you will get relief, but another operation has to be done. Then they gave the operation date, but I denied getting operated. I continued taking medicines, but my problems got worse, so I went to PGI. Again, I was given medicines there for a week, but I did not get any relief. In the meantime, I went to the discourse. I heard Satsang and I chanted for 2 days. I remembered Saint Rampal ji Maharaj, but I did not lit Jyoti because I thought I will not be able to follow his rules. After taking initiation, my aunt called me and she asked, "How are you doing devotion?" I answered, "I am performing devotion, but I will not be able to follow the rules. I feel it will be difficult for me to abide the rules." She asked me to light the lamp Jyoti and do prostration. You will get benefit with that. I was to be operated on 19th in PGI. Then I went to PGI. The same day, my aunt had also gone to Chandigarh. She told me that they are going to Rohtak. That day, all of a sudden, my doctor went on leave. She said, "If you also want, then come with us." I went to Rohtak with them the same day. That day, I got so much strength that I even walked around barefoot in Rohtak. I could not use to walk one step there. I walked around barefoot in Rohtak. After that, when I came home, I stopped taking medicines from the same time. I lit the Jyoti and did devotion, remaining in rules. I recognized within 25 days and all my problems were cured. The operation date was also postponed. When the second time I visited PGI, all tests were done again. Then all the tests were clear. The 3rd stage cancer was cured.
How is this possible? This sounds impossible. It will be difficult for people to believe this. It's even hard for us to believe that without any medicine your cancer was absolutely cured, whereas you were telling you were on 3rd stage.
Yes, whoever is hearing me, I want to tell all of them that you can also get the same benefit as happened to me. Listen to the preachings of God, Saint Rampal ji Maharaj.
Without any medicine or without any treatment, how can it be cured? No person will be able to believe that cancer can be cured merely by chanting mantras.
Sir, I just want to say to everyone that listen to the preachings of Saint Rampal ji Maharaj, listen to his hymn words. You will come to know with that and do his devotion remaining in rules.
If someone wants to verify that you had cancer, then how can they know that you had cancer?
Sir, I have all the details of my medical reports. I can share with them. I can show them. This is my ultrasound report of my abdomen. I had a severe problem in my stomach, and this has been cured by going in the refuge of Saint Rampal ji Maharaj. This is an ultrasound report of my breast cancer, which lasted for 3 years. There are all my test reports. Now it is all okay. I am healthy now. Everyone who is hearing me today, I want to request you all to please listen once the discourse of Saint Rampal ji, read the book Gyan Ganga and Way of Living, Jeene Ki Raah, and you will experience yourself.
Can we meet that doctor, or do you remember your doctor's name?
Yes, from starting I was undergoing treatment with Dr. Banerjee in Ripon, then in IGMC. Then I went to Dr. Divya in PGI. I was undergoing treatment there. But from the past 7 months, everything, all medicines are stopped and I'm absolutely healthy now.
Ma'am, what did the doctors say when they tested the second time?
Their reaction was, this is a miracle. How can this happen? Although I told him that I continue taking medicines, sir, I did not say anything apart from this.
You lied to the doctor that you continued your medicines, but in reality you were not taking any medication.
Yes, I stopped taking medicine from 17 June. Since then, I had never taken a single medication since that day and I am healthy now. I got so many benefits from Saint Rampal ji Maharaj. My stomach pain was cured. I also got my stomach operated. That was success. After that, the second breast operation that was to happen got cancelled.
I'm sure those people will be astonished who say that this saint is in jail. What benefit will he give to other people? Whereas your cancer got cured. What do you want to say about this?
I want to say that listen to Saint Rampal ji Maharaj's spiritual discourses. Read the book Gyan Ganga and Way of Living, Jeene Ki Raah, and you will get knowledge from that.
Do you think that you could have been cured if you won't have gone into a shelter to some other saint instead of Saint Rampal ji Maharaj?
No, I would have never been cured because I had already tried a lot of other worships and even tried occultism prevention. We borrowed a lot of money from people for my treatment, but I did not get any relief from anywhere. It was only after going in shelter of Saint Rampal ji Maharaj, my family, my health, my children, everything is fine. Otherwise, there used to be everyday quarrel in my family and at times pain somewhere or the other. I got rid of all that pain. I want to request everyone who is hearing me today that go and take initiation from Saint Rampal ji Maharaj. There is a yellow line with contact numbers displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can call and order free books like Gyan Ganga and Way of Living. You will yourself know from there.
See, like there are a lot of people who are suffering from cancer and spends lakhs of money like water on their treatment, but still their treatment could not be done. But you got benefit just by chanting mantras. What do you want to say to those who are still suffering from cancer?
I want to give them the message that you do true devotion, listen to spiritual discourses, hymns of Guruji, Saint Rampal ji Maharaj, and you will get benefit with that. I had also chanted mantras for 2 days and I recited shabds and got relief within 25 days.
At last, we want to ask, do you still have same faith in Saint Rampal ji Maharaj?
Yes, absolutely. I have even more faith in him when my health was completely cured. 7 months earlier, my condition was so bad that I was lying in bed for 3 months. I could not even continue my job. Since I have taken initiation, I have rejoined job. I was not able to cook food properly for my children. I was not able to do anything. Now, I do all work and also go to job.
Thank you, sister.
Sat Sahib ji.
You were listening to the auspicious discourses of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal ji Maharaj. For more details, visit our website www.jagatgururampalji.org. With the blessings of Sant Rampal ji Maharaj, there are more than 500 Naam Diksha centers all over the world where free online initiation is being given. To know about your nearest Naam Diksha center, please contact